You know it's the first night of class if I'm asking, why are you here? It's an existential question, not only because it's a foundational question of why we exist, but because the existentialist says life itself is empty and meaningless. We're the ones who provide meaning. I believe that if you have a clear purpose, even if it's vague but clear, like helping people, making the world a better place, learning as much as you can, it will make this journey a lot easier. It will make sense. It'll make sense of the things that might be a little boring or tough to get through or challenges. But not everyone is very clear yet on what their why is. Why are you here on earth? What is the purpose you're carving out for your life that you're creating? Or are you still seeking, which is great? Be good. Keep looking. So the assignment is to help you along. I've taken an excerpt from a book written by a mentor of mine who said, stop giving away your blog for free and write books. Turn your blog into books. This was a very good idea, by the way. Break it down by subject. Helped me raise money to feed my many rescue cats. So the book is about becoming an entrepreneur, but it absolutely fits our college program and our quest for meaning and our quest for purpose. Star-Lord, could we see the other side of you, perhaps? Yeah, he just left. The greatest key to success is follow through. And the great secret to follow through is enjoyment. If you enjoy what you're doing, you'll do it more. Do it harder, be happier while you're doing it, and develop a whole lot of value in the process. At the end of it all, you'll have such great skills and expertise that you can't help but make other people's lives better. You will serve them. But to serve others, you have to be awesome at what you do. And to be awesome at something, you have to do it relentlessly with gusto and glee for years and even decades to reach true greatness. In other words, have a good time. That won't happen if you're focused on living up to the expectations of others or of pleasing others. You need to be focused on your own stuff for no other reason than because it's fun, because it's intriguing, because it's interesting, because you can't not do it. That's how to live authentically. The answer to these questions will help guide you to the most important aspects of finding out what you like to do and who you are. So get ready to start writing. I'm going to start asking. I have many cats who are demanding my attention while I'm trying to work. Ask yourself, what am I good at? What are you good at? A genius once said to me, the expression, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. But she said, do what you're good at and you'll always be happy. It was puzzling, but the way I made it mean something was to say, we've all been given talents. And if we're doing something that we've been gifted, like we're gifted with something we do, and we'll do it well because we have that gift. We can, hone it and become better at it. But if we do what we're good at, that means we're living authentically. Now, if you're good at a lot of things, this assignment is definitely for you. What are you good at? What do you like doing? What is your favorite hobby? Now, you might be thinking, hobby? Well, it's the stuff we do not for pay and not for a grade. Yeah, and we do it like often. Do we like to cook? Do we like to play games online? Do we like to shop? Do we like to draw, paint, hang out with friends? Watch Netflix? Those things still indicate a type of interest and can help you as you figure out your why. What would you do with your life if you had $50,000 deposited into your bank account every month and money was not an issue? That's a good one. That's the lottery question. If your answer is travel the world, you should probably find some sort of either a volunteer situation or a career opportunity that lets you travel, for instance. So, like, if time and money were no object, what would you do? What books, magazines, articles are you unable to put down when you're reading them? What social media accounts do you love to follow and you follow them every day? Why? In what area do you have exceptional memory, recall? Like, you can memorize stuff. Sometimes we'll have a hard time memorizing something for school, but we know the lyrics to some obscure song. Stuff like that. When you have extra money, what do you spend it on? If your answer is I invest it, then I'm really proud of you. It's hard to know how, and it's a discipline to invest any extra money. But let's say after you've invested, then what do you do with it? Well, maybe you're meant to be a day trader. Maybe you're meant to be an investor. When you are at the mall, what stores do you typically wander into? What will keep you up at night if you think about it right before you go to bed? What kind of reels do you watch? TikTok, Instagram. What social media do you follow? Like, what's the subject matter that you keep looking at? When you have conversations with others, what do you steer the conversation toward? When somebody's speaking, what details do you pick out of what they're saying? What do you always make time for? What do you like to do that others might consider work? How do you spend your free time? What gifts do you ask for on holidays and birthdays? Answer these questions carefully. For some of you, the first few questions will be enough to get an obvious answer to the question of what your career life purpose should be about. They're not always the same. Sometimes a career isn't a life purpose, but often they do coincide. Nothing matters more in life than spending as much of your time as possible doing what you love to do. And I'll add, doing what you're gifted to do. That's the biggest determinant of the quality of your life, without question. That's where you'll find your gifts. Actually, we should all have the same why. The why is because it's what I love to do. When we love to do a thing, we're good at it. It feels good to do what we're good at. See, we agree, just in different order. And that's good enough. You may want to solve world hunger or save the whales. But if you love to write and perform music and you do it well, then you're just going to have to contribute to society by entertaining them with wonderful music. Enjoy your life in the process. We all tend to go much farther and much faster and become more successful by relentlessly doing what we love. Your greatest contribution to feeding the hungry and saving the whales will probably be by becoming a great musician and donating a ton of money to your causes. Or sponsor a big Coachella type concert with the proceeds going to Greenpeace or something. Be authentically you, without regret, without remorse. If you get on the same page with your true desires and feed those desires a steady diet of what they want, you'll live a rich, fulfilling, successful life. You'll serve others, and you'll make the maximum contribution to whatever causes you're most inspired by. Written by Buck Flogging, a.k.a. Matt Stone. So please do this assignment. I'm interested to see what your responses are. You could do it essay style, or you could do it as bullet points. You could include the questions or not, depending. Having a why, having a purpose. And if you're still looking, just say, I'm still looking. But these questions at least pushed you into a direction, in a direction. Everyone has a talent at least, if not multiple. I had a student once who insisted she didn't have a talent. I said, well, maybe your talent is just being negative and complaining. No, I didn't say that. Everyone has a talent. We just have to find it. That doesn't mean we're Mozart if we play music or Rembrandt if we paint. But remember, our perspective is very precious and rare. Unique. It's not even rare, it's unique. Our way of experiencing the world, only done by us, in only the way we can do it. So you have something that the world needs. And I know this because that's how nature works. We get better as we go along. We get more complex. When I say we, I mean living things. You have something that nature wanted here. Something that does make the world better by you being here. At least that's what I believe. So I hope you enjoy doing this exercise, and I'll enjoy reading your responses. As always, you can text or email me anytime you'd like for any clarification, and I'll look forward to reading what you wrote. Goodbye from Professor Lisa.